Mm. Yeah, sound is up. Yeah.
It's too cold outside for angels to fly. For angels to fly. Fly, fly.
1 hour. I'm guessing everyone's playing that mode. No, actually no. Okay. No, Jakey boy. Do I have distraction? I don't have distraction. Don't have distraction. I want to have distraction.
Whoopsie, sorry. I forgot where it came in.
Okay.
You know the song?
Where's... Who the fuck has distraction? Which survivor has distraction? Your distortion. You for the people with heal deception, power struggle, back boon, boon boon boon, of fast, critical guidance, sympathetic connection, quick gambit, better than new, hyper focus reassurance, where tap reactable profile, chemical trap is also interesting. Troubleshoot a meet for this scavenger. Where? Where's the pebble? How's the pebble? Version. It's Adam. Yeah, it's Adam. Yeah, it's Adam. Cool. I don't got no more VP. Yikes. Okay, let's go diversion. Flashbang. One flashbang save, that's all I want. All I want. Lightness. Duration, accuracy, better. I haven't done your Adam. Yeah, might as well do this. Oh, you have Rift stuff, Adam. You have Rift stuff. You do have rift stuff. I didn't know that. What's the difference between... Oh, okay. More aged. It's more flesh.
Alright, this is fine. I remember tears streaming down your face when I said I'll never let you go.
Jelly. Pebble. Autodidact.
Just close your eyes. You'll be alright. No one can hurt you now. Come on. You and I'll be safe and sound. Don't you dare like out your
Oop. Stuck like this. It's weird not having Deja. Billy! Okay, he's on the... He's on the ace. Okay. Insta down. So I'm gonna guess it's an insta down Billy. Pinres? Let me get this safe with the deli. Let me get this safe with the deli. Nice. Okay. Ooh, that's basement. You don't even want to heal? Yep. I'm an idiot. I went around the corner, I didn't see the rock. Okay. There's the deli. Already used half, 1/3 of my perks. Okay, he's on the ace. There he's saved. Oh, okay. Inner string. Inner strings, I see.
I'm just having fun. I feel like I've been playing for an hour. Honestly,
So Laura's the only one who hasn't been on a hook.
here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I say it's alright.
He missed, I think.
Little darling, it's been a long, long, lonely winter.
Let all girls go round the outside.
There you go. We got some music going. It is Sniper Billy. It's not Stealth Billy, though. The ideal build would have been Pebble, Plot Twist, Pebble, Plot Twist, Pebble, Plot Twist, Flashbang. DS or Head On? One or the other. Okay, let's do it there. Let's try and think up a story for next game. Okay. There's the DC. It's probably gonna be mine too. Yeah. 67k still. Pretty good. More sprint, more turn rate. Enduring barbecue, lethal agitation. Agitation, huh? Agitation, huh? Agitation on Billy. Like a weird combo. Worked for him. One flashlight, please. One flashlight. Smash hit. You know what? I'll take it. Can I get one flashlight, please? Nope. We're getting flashlight add-ons, but not flashlight itself. God damn it. Yeah, you need to be P1 for the diversion. Let's waste our flashlights, shall we? We'll use the flashlight without any add-ons. Actually, we have so many, we might as well. Blindness duration, accuracy, blindness duration, why not? Stakeout, DS, slide. Give me empathy. Give me empathy, because I got none. Clearly got none. Give me flashbang. Yeah, stakeout. No. No stakeout. What's the? It's breakout, right? I don't have breakout, so we'll put unbreakable on then. We'll put unbreakable on then. Baby Jake, yes. Baby Jake. Baby Jake. There you go. House of Corv. Let me just check this. House of Corv, right? House of Corv. Russian? No. Okay. Good. Good. Okay, nice. Usually we get a lot of Russian streamers at this time. The music is loud than usual. I was about to look to see who was live. Hello, Moon. I'm practicing some I am practicing some 3 things. So I'm practicing flashlight saves. And I'm practicing storytelling. So every game I want to tell a story about what the hell's happening. That's the goal. Also, I'm late, but and so Jake Park finds himself in the Forgotten Ruins with 4 eager other survivors. He sees a wolf in the distance and is very wary about the strange wildlife that inhabits this place. Some bats seem to be joining the prowl as well. A giant gallant figure. He pets the dog, but the dog himself does not like to be petted. It is indeed a dangerous wildlife found in the Forgotten Ruins, with Dracula's castle in the distance. And a blue creature with serpents coming from its shoulders and eyes in his belly carries him across with a hook on his shoulder. Indeed, it is a strange realm that he has been brought to, and he has no means of survival, for he has only brought a flashlight that is used to explore caves. A strange environment, indeed, as the castle looms upon us for a nice cinematic view. It seems like no other person is making it. Of course, there is always room. There is always room for more heroes in this story. A man with strange-looking paint on his chest has saved him from the hook. And with such bravery he shall return the favor. when the time comes. For a bard, an aka an artist. Sure. He rubs medicine on a newly found survivor. Seemingly a woman this time around. And again, bit by the rabid dog that comes. As the hellfires of flame itself seem to come through. Again, bit by the rabid dog. As he transforms into the hideous monster once again, carrying him to another hook. This time around, the tendrils sprung from it and want to pierce it in his heart. Well, actually, it's more in his neck. It's his neck, his liver, his heart, his shoulder. You know, it's a whole bunch of places, honestly. Then the healthy survivor that he helped heal comes and saves him from such peril. But he hears the sound of trouble. And once again, the dog, the rabid dog, hellfire's flames sprung from the ground from this strange-looking creature. He can see his teammate trying to help, taking the aggro from the beast. And he springs to life, as if nothing had happened before. Running for his life. Unaware that the next time he is put on such hook, his life will be forfeit. For 3 is the maximum number of times that you can be put on the hook. The strange man with the tattoos on his chest tried his best to run away from the blue monster. But it seems like he himself has been put on a hook. And Jake does not forget his kindness. He shall be brave. But he was saved by another. So his bravery was, although big, but short-lived. He has been informed that he must complete 5 generators to power the exit gates. Such a gigantic task, considering that everyone is dying to the rabid wolf. He shines his light upon a statue that turns. Magic has to be included in this. And it is seemingly left alone in the bottom part, what seems to be a library with some alchemical concoctions. He hears his poor, loving his bravery once again short-lived, as the man that he saved dies. His cowardice taking the best of him. He crafted what seems to be a makeshift flashbang as he sees in the distance the remainder of his teammates trying to outlive the hungry dog and vicious devil that consumes him. He will make one last attempt. One last attempt. One more time into the breach, he says to himself. Will he be able to do it? He saves the Adam from certain death. But he might have sealed the fate on his own. Little did he know. The wolf howls on the moon. So it was. And so it was. As it is written in all the stories and books. He tries his best to be stealthy and hidden. The bravery of him. As he misses the much needed flashbang. Once again, abandoned and used as the dog. The vicious rabid dog bites his ankles once more, and as I said before, thrice you shall go on the hook, and as the last one, the piercing tendril shall get you. Unfortunate outcome for this Jake, so his soul is taken over to the nether of Minecraft. What do we got? Shapeshift. Oh. Literally just shapeshift stuff. And pop, scourge, interruption. Which class did you play, Moon? You played board? Did you play board? There's Moon. Dawi, you want in? Or are you busy? I didn't, Danny's in a march. I'm literally just trying to go for saves and then try to tell stories. Well, Jake is gonna get themselves a different outfit for a different story. Yeah. Different outfit for a different story. The music doesn't really fit the... Up, you can join the kick. Let me just... Let's try this one. Okay. I can tell a story to this, I think. Moments after his death, Jake Park finds himself once again in the strange limbo next to the campfire. He is joined by a beautiful woman, dressed in what seems to be yoga pants and a crop top. Her name is Hattie. She is also apparently exploring caves as she wields herself a flashlight. He has yet to learn what this flashlight is used for. But he shall learn today that this beam of light can illuminate many things, including the eyes of unsuspecting beings that would kill one, such as himself. He has now donned on his... what would you call this? Salsa jacket? Salsa outfit? What do you call it? Yep, fashion show, okay. He has donned on his outfit that he was supposed to bring to a fashion show. Looking not only to be blinding with his torch in hand, but also dazzling in appearance. Perhaps too dazzling. When he comes to try to do his saves on to others. His courage still building from the previous attempt. As he recalls the horrors of the wolf that consumed. With a background player? I don't have a background player! Okay? I don't have a background player. I don't have that type of thing, okay? Where's Iron Will? Where's Iron Will? Where's Iron Will? Where's Iron Will? There it is. There's Iron Will. Let me see. Where is the Dowsters? There you are. Invite to game. You're in the loading screen, aren't you? That's why I can't invite you. No, you're actually here. Never mind. Never mind! I'm just impatient as fuck. Who would have thought? Oh, the 26th, so when the anniversary comes in. Yeah. I'm actually saving the shards for it. Yeah, I'm actually saving the shards for it. Another seemingly human has joined us on the Limbo campfire. It seems that this person can shapeshift into different... It's a futuristic glowing one, and my head is voided one, so in DBD lore I'm not very human anymore. Well, he can't quite see it. He can only see that you have, you know, white eyes, so he has just assumed... I'm going to assume, from his perspective, that you are a blind woman with a torch. You know? Brought over to another Limbo. He knows very well what will happen after the 30-second mark. All of them shall be sent into hell once again, as a strange creature will hunt them down for sport. There is a hillbilly girl that seems to have joined the crew. She looks very much like the Straw Hat from Wizard of Oz. And a young blonde man also joined, very casual looking. Seems that he has just been brought out of bed with that shirt and pants that look like they were pajamas. The fog is thick. The fog is true, and into the fog we go once again. I don't know why I do the voice for the storytelling, but it seems to be a good voice for storytelling. I like to tell stories. I might not be good at them, but I like to tell stories. He has been sent over to the Ironworks of Misery and finds a interesting chest glowing with things. As the blonde man opens it, he sees a wizard flying towards them with magic sprung to life as he sends various dance macabre skeletons towards them. He can only assume that those are not friendly, spooky skeletons. He opens the chest, and there is a glowing thing on them. Interesting, as the arms glow when the spooky, scary skeletons fly once again. The Haddie is taking chase for the well-being of the Jake as he blows up a gen immediately. He is not a mechanic. Never has been a mechanic. His bravery might be foolhardy. And indeed it is. As he shines the torch onto the beast's eyes, the magician says, "No. No, no, no." Oh, here he had on the like directs the palace with hands. Okay. Seeing the woman in danger, he saves the blind woman and exchanges his hook, seemingly becoming the obsession himself. As he runs from the wizard. He is hoping to make it to the window. Which indeed he does, but down goes Haddie once again as he tries to blind the evil wizard that should prey on such a fragile creature such as a blind woman. The blind woman stays on the hook and gets saved by all the others who have gathered around. Save her. Can I heal you? Finishing the heal on the blind woman, he prepares to once again face the wizard. Unknowns to him where he is, he finds the other. He is trying his hardest save such a creature. On to the Kate, the hillbilly woman. There is no angle, unfortunately, as he could only shine the beamer onto the back of the wizard's head. And unfortunately, he does not have eyes on such a place. The wizard using his floaty magic to fly upon the sky. He is after the other blonde. And someone has brought the Hand of Vecna onto the match. Okay, run. And in a great attempt, he fails to do his well and long duty of saving another, letting the hillbilly woman go on to the hook once more. Shame onto you, Jake. Shame onto you. Shame onto you. He is stabbed on the back. As he attempts to finally save someone other than himself, putting his bodily into harm. Seems like the wizard is none to be seen so far. A ball conjured to scout the premises. The ironworks of misery are indeed causing much misery. He doesn't have much, but he still has a hold of his heart. As he hunts for the wizard to try and save others. Bravery falters very quickly. Bravery falters very quickly when it is not trained. As he is found by the wizard, towering with his blight, once again bringing him over and dodging the dance macabre with excellency, I'd say. The wizard still on hot pursuit. He brings him over, trying his best to make time for his teammates to do the much needed generators that are left upon this mortal realm. To the knife. His knife. His knife finds a place very well etched on the back of his skull. And though as he may struggle on the hook, he goes. And he flies to try and find the blind woman that was trying to save him. But his teammates are well at work at hand. And are finishing the last few generators that are required to power the exit gates. This being, this Vecna, sees the completion of such generators with various anger, chasing the hillbilly woman across the field in an attempt kill her. Fortunately, he loses sight of such prey, only to go for the blonde man instead. Orb comes through. Continuously attempting to get the poor hillbilly woman out of sight. As our hero now takes the chase, still continuously bleeding for the hillbilly woman. He shall take this wound with pride. For the safety of his teammates. Are worth more than his own life so far. He runs. He leaps. He tries to find where the last person is working on that generator, because he knows that there is one last ping ready to happen. And so he does find that insufferable generator. But unfortunately, so does the creature named Vecna, who is being pulled further and further away. And in a last-ditch attempt, he attempts to spinaroo the killer. But Vecna knows better. Blind woman, try as she may, she does not have the angle for it. And with this brave act of not only tomfoolery, but also courage, he now awaits his death by the hook and by his own hand. Such is the weight of his own actions that have angered the celestial mage. But little did he know that they are all out, because the blind woman savingly brought the exit gate to an open. Then with such heroic feats, Jake, with his stylish garments, lives on to fight another day. Thanks to the hillbilly woman and the blind woman named Hattie and Kate. Yeah, you read. I still can't see it. Renato hasn't left. Of course. There had to be one. I survived long for a blind person, don't I? Yep. We move on. And the seemingly yoga pants wearing blind person is now wearing a fur suit, it seems. Or a suit that glisters with... I don't know. What do you call that? What do you call that? Polyester? Feathers? Tendrils of wool? I guess tendrils of wool. It's a void affected survivor. Yeah, but like, Jake is a normal guy. He doesn't know that. I don't think Jake would know that that's a void creature, you know? Let's just assume that he knows, right? Let's just assume that he knows. He sees another person. An old-looking chap. With some sunglasses and a cap. With some shorts and a shirt. He was clearly on his way to the beach when he got caught by the thing called the entity. If you do that long enough, maybe he'll learn. Oh yeah. You're about to learn today! You're gonna learn today! I almost got the blind too. I'm so sad I didn't get the blind on Dawi. So sad. By the way, how's the storytelling? Is it at all bearable, or is it too much? I gotta ask. The music is actually pretty good for this. The music is probably carrying me very hard. And on to Shack. Seemingly he sees a door with a number 6 on it, written in either paint or blood. Security camera on the top, and seemingly flesh on the back. 'Tis but a strange door, and someone in a furry suit is going around the map. You can only assume that that is indeed the creature sent here to destroy them and make them suffer. But with such silly looking outfit, there is very little that he can do but laugh at such an outfit. Travels along, finding a generator. Finally, at his home, where he can simply work his heart out and not worry about the furry suit that is coming to kill him. But the blind woman has been put on a hook already. And the tendrils come from the hook, blocking it from the access. A 2 is written on that door. And he finds the furry-looking creature over there. He stabs at it. Tries to escape as he sees that it is going back onto them by the hook. The poor blind woman attempts to escape his wrath. And so she does by faking the window and trying to make him go after the poor hillbilly. The hillbilly woman is taking him over to where we find our first completed generator. The man takes a hatchet to the back of the head, saving Kate for a brief moment, seemingly. As Jake will continue to attempt to save Kate for a while longer. But he is spotted. He must run. Run for the hills. As he loops him around a strong branch. Or a tree, some would call that. Oh, the poor ace. But the save by the one corrupted by the void. As the woman still makes it away to safety. Nonetheless, Kate is on her dying grasp here. She doesn't have much on the ways. He is found once again by the furry-looking creature as he attempts to draw his attention over to the other side of the map, allowing poor Kate to be saved. The hatchet that was lodged once on his back gets recalled. And everyone is safe. For now. The blind woman continuously healing the team. Very appreciated. Jake has been injured more times than he can count because he can only count to 3. Unfortunately. He finds solace in a building, seemingly a shack in the middle of the map. He wonders who built it, why is it here, and why does it lead to a creepy base. All these questions in his head, but yet the generators must flow. So he works on it tirelessly as he notices that his friends are in danger. But to befriend is also to trust. His trust was maybe perhaps misguided. Slightly misguided as he attempts to salvage the situation. He has made a makeshift flashbang. He has made some progress. He takes the hatchet with pride. He continues to attempt to save. The angle is not there, unfortunately, but the attempts made shall not be forgotten. Indeed, he must practice more. Must practice more. The animatronic quickly comes for a vengeance on him personally. Interestingly, he is very keen on getting him killed. He runs for it. Perhaps a little bit too much as he gets caught by this bunny-looking creature. The healing happens as the team recovers from the relentless assault that has fallen upon them from the furry-looking creature. Poor little Kate, once again, being the target of such relentless assault. And with no one there to save them currently, because we are all healing. It is an unfortunate timing and sacrifice as their aura disappears in the distance, and he knows what that means. That means that she has died. And there is no saving her now. Screams can be heard in the distance. But that is all she wrote before Kate. Shall sing a prayer to her. Shall attempt to salvage the rest. Oh! As he blindly follows through. And he gets caught once again by the fury of the hatchet. Jake is not paying attention, seemingly enough, and it is more focused on narrating his surroundings instead of fleeing the impending doom that befalls him. Such multitasking can only be performed by the most excellent of specialists, it seems. He is not one of them. Once again, he flees. Flees. And he flees. But, once again, the eyes are on him. and not on anyone else. He manages to stun the devilish monster. Can he make it to safety? Can he live? Can he live? Is the question. Seems that he can for now. As the brave ace takes chase. Well, the chase did not last long. But it was a necessary push. He is but a fly right now, and he shall die once again. Oh, he knows what is coming. He has been stabbed in the heart as he screams. He watches with horror as the pain is but unimaginable. Falls to the ground lifeless. And on to the next. He has lost his soul and also his suit, for it has been drenched in blood. J-A-K-K. J-A-K-K-I-E. The blind girl seemingly performing the best out of everyone. Strangely enough, being blind does not pose a disadvantage. It has brought to her many, many boons. As the ace seemingly gets out of the hook. Quickly, but maybe prematurely. Tries to spin the killer. Although the attempts are amazing, it did not have the intended effect as he hides inside of him, inside the suit himself. The hatchet, ready to prowl and to go on to the hook once again. Blind woman tries to save him, but is very unsuccessful in doing so. An unfortunate turn of events for our heroes. He is struggling to keep himself alive. I brought the offering. No. We both brought the offering. Okay. Can the killer understand the secret plan that has been formulating? He seems to have a heavy metal shirt on as well before the last dying breath. Iron Maiden on his shirt, and to the Iron Maiden he shall go in the sky. Yet the blind woman escapes once again. Once again, Jake will have to go and find himself a new suit. Oh boy, I'm gonna run out of suits. I'm gonna run out of suits before long. I am gonna run out of suits before long. The blind woman has shifted, morphed, to Jake's horror, into a smaller frame woman with wings and carrying a pot of tea, it seems, as she is cosplaying a dragon. GG's, Loy, GG's. My English just completely crapped itself right there, and then GG's. Were you the killer or the ace? You were the ace, right? Loyalty? Ace, yes, ace. Hey, you're here again! Hey! I play bad. Don't worry, man. It's the same ace! Same ace! Hey! What are the odds, huh? Once again, Jake finds himself in his familiar findings of the Iron Maiden ace, with his shorts and his shoes clearly strolling on the beach before being grabbed by the entity. The Hattie, prior consumed by the void, has morphed itself into a sable, cosplaying as a dragon. The hillbilly has continued to stay true to her name, and has stayed a medical hillbilly for some time. But the return of the Hattie, corrupted by the void, still with white pupils, Jake is starting to think that she is not so blind as it seems. She might actually be not blind at all. Considering that she was the one that kept the animatronic, furry-looking creature busy enough for others to succeed. And yes, I am trying to do a bit of a storytelling. In every single match and every time I die, a new outfit shall be donned upon the Jake. So far, we've died a lot. And we have donned 3 outfits. So far. Another animatronic. It seems he can recognize from the doors once again. These doors being a very kind reminder of what he is fighting for. Freedom. His own and the ones that he travels with. Loyalty, Dowie, and Boo. Seemingly Moon takes the chase of such creature. As we can see in the distance, Moon with their blind Hattie is currently caressing the killer and keeping him busy. Well, not for long, it seems, as Moon went down and about. Unfortunately, was not enough time for his teammates to finalize the initial generator. I say as we finish the initial generator. And once again, it is the bunny-looking animatronic. the bunny-looking, furry-looking animatronic, as the ace takes him over to the big White House in the middle, where I believe Dowie currently resides and works on the generator. Oh, but seems Dowie got sprung onto the ground by the animatronic, and he spots the feeble attempt at the save. Yeah. On the hook, the hillbilly woman goes. On the hook, she stays. As the animatronic checks the white building in the middle. For more survivors to hunt. Jake now taking the aggro of such a killer, realizing that this is a very bad place to be. Manages to get the stun. Doesn't even realize how important that was. As he runs along, and the killer himself has left him. Left him alone. For now, it seems. Because he is right there behind him, little did he know. Little did he know. Once again, being brought over to a generator. Working tirelessly, as everyone else does. With Moon once again being found and caught by the axe. And Loyalty caught inside of the doors. Very unlucky time as he goes down into the basement. Very dire situation. Jake musters up as much courage as he can. Tries to go mend the dire situation that we find ourselves in. With both Dowie and Moon currently being held captive. Makes his way over and attempts to save. The unhook is successful. He has saved the president. Or so in his mind he thinks. Considering how well that went. Dowie able to get himself back to full health. Door number 1, I believe, houses a very, very unsuspecting animatronic once again. Oh, and a decisive strike on board here for the ace. And the animatronic is still going in hot pursuit of him. Does not relent. The Jake attempts to get the save here, but is unsuccessful in doing so due to the angle at which the animatronic was positioned. He is not going into a door, but instead chases the one that is dying. In a vague attempt to quench his anger. Oh. He ran out of juice. He ran out of juice. And the wall! The wall being his worst enemy so far, not the animatronic. The wall and the fence being the one to hinder him the most. As the animatronic immediately goes into a door. The spread out is immense. All of them spread out thin, trying to not get caught by the animatronic. Currently, the only one that has been able to do so has been Moon and Jake himself, keeping him busy for the longest amount. Oh, but the ace has been caught. And it seems that the ace has saved himself due to Moon taking the aggro once again. Very seamless behavior by Moon and Hattie, continuously, purposely taking aggro for his teammates. The ace now fiddling with the cameras, trying to provide some help to Moon. Once again, oh, but the ace has been caught due to the screams of him. He is checking his surroundings. He is going into the big white building in the middle, with Moon following suit. An unfortunate turn of events. Luckily to us, Moon continues to evade an escapade such killer behavior. Providing some form of escapade. As both of them continuously try to finish that generator. And it is none other than Moon that goes and gets caught, unfortunately. Jake able to salvage himself and escape out of the grasps of such diabolical creature. He continues to try and survive, but survive he shan't. Not against this. Not against this. Continues to circle around. Continues to circle around and around and around as he goes back on to the generator that has the most progress. Missing the hatchet. The much needed hatchet. The ace coming over to heal. Bit of an unfortunate event there for Dowie. As well as Jake, as Ace seemingly pinches him on his artery instead of healing. Clearly not done out of spite. It's a very unfortunate turn of events. We are to save each other and run. As the killer now finds himself after Dowie again. No. Jake is now taking personal charge of this as he goes back to the generator with the most progress. Another... Guess what? Yes, what's up, Moon? I'm dead. Yes, you are. You shall be missed. Shall be missed. Songs shall be sung. But it is an unfortunate turn of events. As the ace continues to escape persecution. Along with the Kate herself. Both the Kate and the ace continuously running from it. It is an unfortunate turn of events for the ace. Is now as well going to die. Along with the hillbilly Kate that Jake was so fond of. None of his friends have survived. Will he survive? Indeed he will survive! To his utmost surprise, the animatronic furry passes right through him through the door and completely oblivious to the hatch that spawned right at his feet. A complete good ending to a much needed story. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting that ending. I was not expecting that ending. I was expecting to die. Holy shit. I was really expecting to die there. Oh my god. I need Pebble. I need me Pebble. I need me Pebble. Actually, Adam, how many points? 15 levels? 35, right? 35 it says. Sorry, Moon, for blocking you in the window. I don't think he minds. It's only game. Why you have to be mad? You know, type of deal. That's the whole premise of the stream is it's only game. It's only game, never mad. I need to do whatchamacallit. Thank you so much for the follow, loyalty. I hope that your loyalty is well earned here in this fine establishment of common stories and moments of valor every few minutes. Not mine, obviously. I am not the one with valor here, but the people I play with are indeed the ones with the most valor of them all. So let me get the Jake. Jake, having finally escaped, bringing himself to a bloody pulp, clearly, now sees Lisa, Claudette, and a Cheryl. Cheryl seems like has a black eye and some blood on her clothes. A seemingly domestic violence abuse. Oh no. No. Never mind me. I blinked and she completely changed her look. She looks like a regular citizen, and we apparently have multiple Jake Parks. One that went through some bushes and has some petals, like leaves on his hair, and another one who's just a cool motorbike dude. Cheryl donning now the performance-based outfit, I believe that would be. Clearly looking to perform at WeepCon this year with that outfit. And the blood points shall flow because we have two. And now to bet on who shall come kill us now. Having escaped the previous trial of his life, Nick is feeling more confident, more bold, more seemingly in tune with his survival instincts. But overconfidence, as one has said before, is a slow and insidious killer. And especially in Nostromo's wreckage, where the xenomorph lives and breeds his kind. He sees the floating chest once again. It is none other than the mage Vecna that has been sent to destroy them. He is quick on the uptake, immediately working on repairing one of the many generators available. Around, and Vecna takes first chase, sending him away and away. With one of the Jakes. Oh, Eerie add-on. The one on the. He has the Eerie one where the skulls come from the ground. And it seems like one of the Jakes has left the building, leaving but the husk. Leaving but the husk of his former self behind. Very strange behavior from this Jake. Very uncommon behavior. Truly, we are not used to seeing such behavior from the Dawi. takes upon him to continue his work as the spectral Jake gets put on the hook. Their solution does come to a soul, and Moon takes the chase over on the main building. He hopes that the Cheryl will save the Jake, whose spectral ghost has been taken over, as he attempts to perform a miraculous save here. I blinded myself. Jake, seemingly inexperienced with such things. Seemingly very unexperienced with such things, has been able to fail at the most basic of tasks, saving another. Ooh, but he seemingly has brought himself to ruin on this one, as the Cheryl takes chase and the other Jake manages to save Moon. Certain doom. Both Jakes healing the injured Jake. It's a Jake party over here. As he goes onto the hook, he must flee. He must flee as the deliverance comes up from the Cheryl. A bold play. Seemingly not very fruitless, as she is currently being chased once again by the Vecna. Generators have not been done in quite some time, as the team is currently on the back foot. Very much on the back foot. Finally, Jake gets the save. Cheryl dropping a pallet in what one can only assume is desperation. Rebelling against the system. Trying to get Vecna to notice her existence. A bit of an attention seeker, one could call them. A bit of an attention seeker. Manages to get the save. Although The spectral imitation of such leaves much to be desired. As the Vecna plays very well his cards. Very well played by the Vecna, blocking the window with his flight. Now knowing that that is the case, we can now adapt and attempt a counter as such a case. Moon was vaguely trying and attempting to get a save, but such case will not happen. As the spectral form comes in to save the day for Jake once again. And such is the life of Jake. Crawling as he tries to escape his impending doom. Crawls to safety. He knows that he will die, regardless. But he must try. He must crawl. He must live. He hears the life of salvation. It is right in front of him. Salvation from this pain. As he lives once again, despite the odds. Despite the odds. He lives to fight another day. Holy shit, that was close, Moon. That was clutch. I didn't know that hatch was gonna spawn there. I was praying and hoping that that was considered shack. Holy height. Oh. Yeah, now he isn't back. I don't know. Did he? Do you think that his internet disconnected or something? Might have been, right? It's very unnatural of him to disconnect like that. You're going with the worst skin, survivor skin in the game. It is the best looking skin in the game when it comes to effects and stuff, but it is the worst for stealth and hiding and stuff. That was the Vecna. GG's. How do you say your name? Schmongulus Glonkus? Is that how you would say? Good job on getting a hatch. It was luck. It was complete luck as I was narrating the story of Jake struggling to survive, crawling to safety, crawling because he must, crawling for freedom, and the hatch appears right in front of him. Hey, it's Noe! You're back. What happened? I'm not really into stealthy thing, you know. How do you get saves then, if you're not stealthy? I wanted to mori you. I know you wanted to mori me. Of course you wanted to mori me. Also, why did you like slug the bot and then came for me? Because I was pointing at the bot like, yeah, get him. Like, I think I might have been misunderstood. Right? Probably. Onwards to none other than the newest addition to the hellscape of maps, a Freddy's Pizzeria. Nine-tail Fox Yui is following around Jake. And it is the also tail appendage looking killer. Yep, it is the tail appendage looking killer, the ones whose tails come from its butt. It is none other. I forgot his name. What's his name? Okay, he's main. I'm not gonna block anything. Yep, that doesn't work like that, buddy. Oh, but seemingly it does indeed work like that. And he is after more blood. And it gets slapped across the face. With an unsuspecting might. Misses the swing. And this Jake is currently, as I said, currently keeping this gory looking creature with 4 tail-like appendages coming from the kidneys area, it seems. Now all red. Probably from the blood that he drank. Oh, he actually has 5 appendages. And he uses those to utmost mobility. An impressive, a very impressive show of mobility. Currently escorting the poor Fang Min over to a hook near you. The savior and the dead all together. As they both run in tandem. Very unfortunate that it is the case. There is, unfortunately, once again, no angle left to explore. Once again, Jake is following suit. As he is finally allowed, for the first time on this trial of life and death, to touch a warm generator whose pistons are but half moving. Fang Min seems to be doing a great job. As he will not be doing the same. As once again, the masochist covets his blood, covets his attention, and his death. The attempt by the Yui is admirable, but unfortunately futile. As this menace is very much keen on finding company. And I think that he sees the Yui as a potential mate. From the look on her tail, he might have confused her with another one of his species. And as such is chasing the Yui until the last drop. Yui saved by her ingenious plan and ability to go around corners very quickly without dying like the Jake. Now Jake must play this safer. Much, much safer. For he is in the sights of the killer. Of the tail-wagging, dog-looking killer. Saved from death. Where to now? Once again, the Fang Min brings him over. We apparently are fighting for survival. And not working as a teammate should. Very strange behavior coming up from the other Yui. The non-Nine-Tailed Fox Yui seems to be having a very strange behavior. As he goes back on the prowl, hunting for more people to for more pain to inflict? For more death. And he finds it right in front of him. The white hair, pale in comparison to his red tail, as Jake will take his rightful place on the hook. And the death of a hero who sacrificed his life for the one gem that will make absolutely no difference whatsoever in the grand scheme of things. Or so one would say. Once again, taken over by it. Not really understanding myself, but left alone to pursue other endeavors. As poor Moon once again finds himself on the clutches of the killer. His movement ability being absolutely impossible to avoid. He will take a hostage. Not his last. Not his last. And so will Jerby. Yui going for her death. Well-deserved death here as she tried to kill the Jake. Unknowingly. The mobility is tremendous and there is nothing that can be done. Unfortunately, it was a valid and valiant attempt. But that is where the story ends for Yui Yakamura. The death of Moon in her attempt. Fair point. I didn't do a lot of gens this time around. I didn't do it. Kaneki's worst chapter of DBZ. Yes, that's Kaneki. That's the name. God damn it, I couldn't remember the name of the guy. Couldn't remember the name of the guy. Kept saying other stuff. Hope my internet won't die again. I mean, I also hope that your internet won't die again. But, you know, if it does, shit happens. If it does, shit happens. That's all you need to know. Don't worry, be happy. No, don't worry, be happy. We don't care a lot about wins. Care about games and improving. So, plus the storytelling is getting better by the minute, I think. I've been able to get some good words in here and there. Valiant attempt. Very valiant attempt. Fortunately, that is all that there were. Jake will now have to don a new outfit. Hopefully one with less bloodstains than the one prior. as he dons his favorite leafy shirt with a hairstyle to match. He will continue on his attempts. He will continue on his attempts to try and save others. Although it seems that Dowie has left the building once again. His internet must have crashed, fortunately. Yep. Yikes. It's not your day, Dowie. Just not your day. Just not your day, Dowie. It's weird that it's crashing now. Now EAC want to ruin my day. Oh wow! Now it's EAC. Yeah. You're not really popular these days, huh, Dowie? A lot of things trying to work for your demise. Nice eerie shard you have, mister. Who has an eerie shard? Hmm? Hmm? Who has eerie shards? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Come on, I just want one flashlight save for poor old Jake. One flashlight save for poor old Jake. Ooh, it's the animatronics. Jake now currently being pursued by the animatronic. Not able to make any distance whatsoever. And sees a pile of lit bones in front of him. And cleanses it. Yes, I know. I had to do it for the bones. Okay. Kate, disapproving look onto Jake's attempt at his safety. Clearly not approving of how a pallet was dropped on this here shack with the creepy basement. The creepy basement and the creepy shack left behind. He goes on the search of greener pastures. And perhaps more flaming bones to cleanse. These bones seem to garner some important structure for the killer. And he is searching far and wide, but cannot seem to find the bones that he is searching for. Now, with safety in numbers, he attempts to fully heal the others that have been injured. As Moon once again dives into danger. And he is forced save once again. On to the basement he went. Dangerous endeavor. He once again gets found by such a malicious being. Once again running to safety. Managing to avoid the danger that would befall him. But Moon, not so much. Moon seemingly has a knack to finding danger. Very good knack for danger. Everyone working diligently on the objective, finally in a moment's respite. As 2 generators end up getting done. Runs over, trying to find his teammate, his injured teammate. He is made to scream due to the influence of such totems. But it is not in vain, as 2 have been cleansed and more shall be cleansed as well. The animatronic looking to make his mark. As the poor detective Tap is left on the hook. For all to see, for all to bear, Jake saves him and attempts to perform a heal in these circumstances. Not good circumstances, but circumstances nonetheless. And one must make the most out of the circumstances he finds himself in. Runs. He leaps. And with a friendly approach towards the detective Tap, Jake suspectedly tried to befriend the killer. It did not work in the slightest. It did not work in the slightest. And for that, he can only blame himself, for he trusted the wrong person. But once again, the detective Tap that he so eagerly saved has made his attempt at escaping such hate a challenging thing. Nothing to be said, nothing to be done. Ow! That hurts my liver. Jake handles with a thread on with his life lying on a thread, and the detective seemingly gets chased. And Jake can only pray for vengeance upon smiting thee, for he has griefed several times. Hello, Penny. Penny Tentactor? Can I call you Penny for short? How are you, mon frère? I'm trying to do a little bit of a storytelling with every single game. I was about to say, call me Penny. Nice. That makes it way easier. Where is my flashlight? There it is. Thank you. Now, Yui. Jesus Christ. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Kind of getting annoyed at this killer, and it's been 10 minutes of matchmaking. Yep, I completely agree with you. It has been a bit annoying. Brought to safety himself, he has not, as he is picked by the killer for being the weakest link in the chain. He tries and he squibbles and he flails, but the set of dice has been cast. And he can only but play it out as it's been cast. I just started playing DBD 2 hours ago. I bought the Xenomorph. It's one of my favorites. Xeno is a really strong killer, too. Do I make it to this window? I do. I don't. I don't, actually. I don't make it to the window. Oh, you're new to DBD. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Still, buying Xeno straight off the bat. I would have suggested you started out with, like, an easier killer, like, I don't know, Bing Bong? Sorry, Wraith. Wraith is an easier killer, you know? Allows you to travel across the map seemingly easily. Adapt, overcome. Yeah. And thus, the tale of Jake has been ended. With animatronic sacrificing him over to the godly entity once again. You're a person who likes a challenge? Nurse, then. Like, honestly. Try Nurse. She is really strong, but she is also one of the weirdest playing killers that you can play. Leave, Moon, leave. Leave her behind. Leave her to cast her soul upon the ground. She did not notice that the door was open, did she? I don't think so. Oh, the door was not open. Never mind. Talking out of my arse. Iggies. But weird can be fun. Yes. How did she get 68k? What the fuck? That's a bug. That's a bug. Finally a match. If you're playing killer, yikes. Yeah, you're gonna get like very, very high queue times. Thursday? I think Thursday you might get instant queues. Well, not instant, but like really quick queues. I think Thursday is the event, and when the event starts, everything is just gonna go into overdrive. People are gonna start playing like crazy. So Thursday you might get instant queues, but if you're playing killer right now, we get a bonus for playing survivor because there's more killers than survivors. If you ever see the blood point bonus on the queues, it means that side needs more people essentially. But yeah, welcome to DBD, where most of the community is toxic, but you can find some really fun and good people here. I wouldn't say most of the community. I'd say a lot of the community. It's probably not 50-50, but it's close to 50-50. It's definitely close to 50. Don't listen to him. Don't play Nurse first. Start with beginner friendly like Wraith, Demogorgon, Xeno, but of course you play whoever you want. Xeno is friendly? Is beginner friendly? I think its tail is... Check your Discord channel memes. Oh god. What have you done? What have you done? I love it! I love it! I love it! I love it! I absolutely love it. And it's so true! And it is so true, too. Oh my god, I love it. I absolutely love that. That is such a good representation of it. I'll have to show chat. She's not easy, but after 100 hours playing here, you'll probably just destroy any lobby. I'm not so sure, Moon. I'm not so sure, Moon. You haven't seen the games that I've seen, Moon. I've seen nurses get absolutely destroyed in competitive matches. Okay? So we're not talking about people that don't know how to play. The feeling of an easiness has come back. For the wolf is on the prowl. And he spots himself a little Leon Kennedy for lunch. The Colette seemingly and surely escaping its clutches for now. Does not have all the time, and the dog comes out to play. And to play he has. And once again, the Jake has failed his friends. The Jake has failed humanity. The Jake is ashamed of himself and shall go hide in a corner until the end of times because he has failed once again. God damn it. One shouldn't be too hard on the Jake. He is but a simple peasant. He is but a simple peasant. Unable to perform the most basic saves out there. I'm so sorry, Dowie. I tried very hard. Oh, but Leon gets saved by an unsuspecting teammate. Who was it? It was not Jake, because he has focused on doing generators this time around to hide his shame. Deep behind those sunglasses lies a void of shame that cannot be easily understood. He has failed to save his team countless times, but that one was a blatant example of why he sucks. I'm so pissed that I failed that. Tis but a simple example of Jake's non-ability to save his teammates. Once again, hiding his shame through the work of generators. Although the objective does require completion, he does not do it out of the kindness of his heart, but to change his own self-esteem, to prove that he is indeed worthy of being alive on this here trial. The poor man tries his best Come down, I'll catch you. Looks with eager abate. The attempt to save was non-existent. His own hubris, thinking that he could pet once again the very clearly rabid dog. Sorry, Dowie. I swear to God, I'll get a save one day. I will get a save one day. Jake promises himself. Still unwavering. Trying his best at the feeble attempt at saving others. Where he should perhaps focus on doing the one thing that he hasn't been doing most match. The generators. Because despite everything, the real objective hasn't been fulfilled. Clearly. How can one man be so bad at performing saves upon his allies? Well, that is something that we would like to know ourselves. Although he has been able to Spinaroo the Killer a bite, a piece of meat, a chunk of flesh shall be taken upon him as payment. For he still represents the worst of mankind. The failure to save others, the greed that consumes him. The bad habits of a few but conscious decisions that clearly have left its mark on his heart. As he surprisingly survives an attempt of murder from the Dark Lord himself. Completely unknown how he survived that endeavor. Now continuously and vicariously performing no but clear-cut messages here. As it now dawns on him the failure of his actions, the blinding sport that he was able to contain himself with. Very spectacular. If only he had been able to do so with his friends on the shore. It was, again, a nice attempt, but at all futile in the end. That is the shame of it all. Although he gave it a good run, a nice little old chappy turn, was not able to perform as admirably as he wanted. And although the perfect save presents itself, he refuses to take so and prefers to get healed to safety. Once again, abandoning his teammates in their hour of need. As he burns. And is able to loop the killer here with utmost effectiveness. The stun performed, only adding more to the runt of the litter as he escapes with his head hiding between his tails, the menace of a Dracula himself. How was it? How was it, Penny? How was your first match? I'm sorry if I'm yapping a little bit too much. It was something? What do you mean? The tail attack is hard to land? Yeah. Yeah, I figured as much. It's very much a needle attack, because it will hit anything. Gotta double down. Oh, that's good. That's good pressure. When you get two people on the ground, that's really good pressure on the survivors. But did you kill anyone? That's the question. Once again, attempting save or find anyone. Ah, you were being friendly. Okay. Now forced to touch another man's buttocks to save him from certain death. Moon is very keen on saving himself as well. But unfortunately, none of the generators flow and none of the pallets show great promise. As he finally performs this spinaroo of the century.
This can be quite fun at times.
He survived. by performing an ancient bargain with the killer. The item in hand for a life. Tis a shame that such bargain could not be struck for his other teammates' lives as well. Now he is unaware if he has been simply taken for last prey or a friendly escape. Such things not said by the hunter, the one who kills, the one who takes it all from you. One who is going to most likely kill him without mercy, will be the last words out of my mouth. Left on the ground, once again forced to beg for mercy from the killer. Forced into submission. He is being taken over. He is being placed upon the safety of escape, and he is let out. Once again, the ancient bargain taught to him by his great-great-great-grandfather, Jack O'Daniels, has earned him an escape with his life. I am so surprised that I actually lived on that one. Oh, now we have a key. The fact that you said once again, yes. Because it is. It is. It is once again, right? It's not the first time that this has happened. So you chased him and hooked him a couple of times. Yeah, but you should try and aim to get a few kills here and there. Just to manage the pressure that the survivors will inflict upon you. When I say this, I don't mean like try and kill them as much as you want, because, you know, you can do that if you just want to win. But if you want to learn, you value chases and learning where to hit and where not to hit more than you value like winning at the game. You know what I mean? Killers are often friendly with you. Yes. Yes, they are. It is either the TTV curse or the TTV blessing. There is no in-between, Moon. There is no in-between. What do you mean, VTuber power? My guy is not handsome at all, okay? My guy is not handsome at all. Plus, it looks like I'm high. Look at this. It looks like I'm fucking high. There you go. Now it's a better expression. Dowie, it's not my VTuber power. They're not seduced. What the hell is this? Yes, not my VTuber power. Yes, quite. I like this face the most, honestly. The surprise Pikachu face is just the best. I have been like, what? So I live one match and then I die the next. That has been the that has been how do you call it, man? Trend. There you go. Words hard. Brain not braining. That has been the trend so far. Okay. By the way, how are you two doing with comms? You guys okay over there? I haven't joined obviously because I am a streamer and I'm very important and I can't mingle with the peasants, of course. It's more so because I just like to not have comms on. Oh, it's a knob. I thought there was someone right in front of me. Okay. It is an Oni. Clad in armored, dressed like a samurai, the Oni finds his place in the world on none other than Pumpkin Lane. Now chasing the mighty Dowie. Unfortunately, taking the hit quite early. He goes in sound on the back of the house. Be careful, Dowie. He is going for you still. Jake is still attempting to work this out. We should heal properly to avoid any blood work being given over to the Oni, as his armor is clad and feeds on the blood of his enemies. Wild Hair, the Michaela, attempts to utilize safety of the world around him. But Jake is ultimately the one to be downed first and put on the special hook due to his inexperience and overconfidence that the Oni was going to miss the pounding of the slab. Once again, he takes his rightful place as the idiot of the group. Dowie takes him over to the big white building in the middle of the map, while also taking a hit for the worst. People around him heal him. The blood has been fed over to the giant hulking mass that is the Oni. And the safety is not very clear. Only leaves unabated by the sudden hitting over on various objects He loses his power, luckily for... Luckily for the Jake, nothing seems to bother this hulking tower of a person. Now clearly unaffected and wanting more attention. Brought upon by himself and his own hubris. But the only misses a swing somehow. It completely changes. Everything. Completely changes everything. As a swing gets performed, and he once again greeds for it. This time, the swing goes through, and he is unable to survive its might and power. As the only leaves to perform a merry kill on the best Sable, who ended the gen right in his face. Travel through the map into the Dowie. And Jake will finally be able to touch a gen once again. After so long of being chased and getting healed. He will now participate actively in the objective that was given to him by the entity. The generators and the chance to escape. As he bleeds down on the ground, looks upon with awe as he was found out once again. Again, leaving the Jake once again. It seems like it is but a love tap that he is being given. Constantly working, constantly being left to live. For now, at least. For now, at least. Residential attempt. Completely unaware of where generators might find themselves in. He searches. And he searches. And he continues to search. And he finds one already finished. in the whereabouts that he searched. Now having to try and commit over to the saving of the Dowie. And so the Dowie does get saved, seemingly enough. We must find a new generator. Where may safety be found? Nobody knows. As Dowie goes right on the ground as I continue my conversation. He is checking his surroundings. He is coming for us. Killer gets the down, but also the blind. A seemingly impossible task with a very strange effect. Not at all what was the plan. Moon takes the chase. And the hit once again. He will not be able to take the save, unfortunately. But instead, the Dowie comes through and saves the poor Jake that is simply trying to live his life. With everyone wounded, it is a bit of a bad time for the survivors, as the Oni does fill his power with the blood of his enemies. And will quickly find where the healing is being done. As he does find Moon, the save happens. Moon continuously working perilously through the generators. If only the flashback would be given through their power of heals as well. We would have plenty of them. Moon gets placed upon the hook that once stood both the Jake and the Dowie with the Claudette. Very, very precarious situation for the team here, as the Oni goes back onto the hook, chasing and prowling on the injured survivors, and Jake will kindly go back to main building, only to be found once again. Not only to be found, but to die after being found. Because he cannot loot to save his life. The save once again impossible by the doings of the killer. Viciously mocking. Any attempts that the Jake might make to survive. Despite making no noise, the Oni seems to always know where he is. As such is the case. Such is the case. Will Dowie be able to save the day? The answer is no. It will not be saved by the Dowie. A very unfortunate turn of events. A very unfortunate turn of events. But neither Lisa nor Claudette could have predicted what would have happened here at the end. Once again, he is left. Scraping on the ground. It's a futile attempt. Oh, and the sword and tongue gets ripped through, and Zioni pummels him onto the ground. Once again, his outfit is forfeit, and a piece of his soul as well. You had Scourge and Scourge or Embrace. Okay. Frequency of blood orbs, movement speed while absorbing blood orbs. Anfield, yeah, but we kind of played poorly there. We had a good 3-gen scenario, I think. I think that was a good 3-gen scenario. Like we had one in main and another one in another house. I think we played that well. If we could only like loop him for longer than what we did, I think it would have worked out, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna give up on the flashlight saves for now. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on the flashlight saves for now. Sick and tired of missing. It wasn't, the map is just small. I mean, yeah, but we had good loops still. Like we had the house, we had all of the house and the bottom bit of the house to play with. We still had loops to play with. I feel like we could have made something happen, and we didn't, because, you know, not everyone is as good as looping as one could be, you know. Not saying who it is, just saying that, you know, some people just can't loop for the life of them. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Average. Exactly. Just an average map. No, it's not cool. That's a... If you say so. I mean, size-wise, I don't think it's particularly small. Size-wise, I don't think it's particularly small, so I'm going to stop the storytelling for this match. It will also be the last one today, because it's almost 6 o'clock. Jesus Christ. Time goes by so fast, but it's been 3 hours. Killer-sighted? Is it killer-sighted? I don't feel like that's killer-sighted. I don't feel like it's killer-sighted. You just gotta learn. You just gotta know how to loop the tiles. Because I don't feel like it's killer-sighted at all. I mean, maybe that's just your artist perception, because you have anti-loop on every single loop that the survivor uses on Haddonfield, right? It's the same for me as Huntress. Like, if they stay in the middle of the map, they're fucked. But if they go into buildings, that's when I struggle a little bit. Hey, it's a nurse! Holy shit, I haven't seen one of these before in so long. It's been a hot minute since I've seen a nurse. Jesus Christ. Nope. Moon already down for the count. Probably because he was typing in chat, so it's my fault, technically. It's technically my fault. I'm going to assume that Dowie is going for you, and I'm going to continue this gen, because Dowie's not on... Yeah, Dowie's not on the gen. So. I'm glad I assumed that that was the case. She's going back to hook, I think. No, she's not. Still on the other goat. I should have brought Stakeout, right? Every people say it? Huh. Maybe it's just me that doesn't know how to play the map then. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. There you go. That one gets pinged. Is it a baby nurse? You think? Or no? Because she didn't seem very confident on double blinking. There you go, there's a pain rest token. Barbecue and chili? No. No BBQ? No BBQ, no BBL, no nothing? Now we get saved. Nothing along the lines. Okay. I guess we finished this gen then. And... Boink. Oh, she's still on Dowie. Infectious Fright. Go. Oh, I can't take a hit there. I didn't see that where the other hook was. Sorry, Dowie. My bad. Fuck hell, man. That's 100% my bad. If I saw where the other hook was, I could have made it. Jesus, again on Dowie? What the fuck? Still on Dowie. If you go down, try going down on the pallet. Nice, 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 nice. Still after you. Yep, still after you. I'm on the gen next to base, shack. Basement. I don't know if it's basement, but it could be. He's working on a gen. Really did not want the last match to be a Dowie tunnel, but you know. If it ends up being that way, I'll be slightly disappointed. Did you happen to bring adrenaline or not really? Okay. We can heal the Dowie. Oh, there you go. You got the heals. Nice. She has 3 blinks? The more you know. No, 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 Dawi, 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 no, no, no. She's there, Dawi. She is there, Dawi. Holy shit, man. You want to die or what? What the fuck? Where are the exit gates? I didn't pay attention. Didn't pay attention. Okay, somewhere along there. Good to know. Yep, where's the Dawi? Is the Dawi out? Yeah, Dawi, go. Go, Dawi, go. Oh. Feel like she's like a bouncer, you know? That's like bouncer nurse. You gotta leave your item at the door so that you can pass. You know? Playing as a bouncer. Where's the Dawi? The Dawi is... The GG's, Ryans. The Dawi's almost dead, that's where he is. Don't take an item. What are you doing? Oh, you wanna give her a kill, okay. You wanna give her a kill. GG's, Ryans. Well played on the gens though. It was good that we got the gens done before Dawi died. Really did. I didn't want him to die, and he just went ahead and decided to die. So, you know, body blocking and shit. It's you know, it's just what it is. I didn't know she had the third blink, but I don't think that the third blink was a good choice here. I think the third blink was a bad choice because it gives 30% recharge is very bad. Very, very bad. Also, ever start the trial separated. Does that work? Because it never feels like that one works. Really feels like that doesn't work. Lucky Star, when you hide in the locker, you make no grunts of pain. After leaving the locker, you see the aura of the closest generator, and all survivors leave no pools of blood and make no grunts of pain for 30 seconds. All survivors. All survivors. That is bullshit. If everyone runs it, if you run Lucky Star with that perk that makes it so that you don't leave any scratch marks when you get hit. I know what it is. I can see it in my brain. But if you run that with Lucky Star, if someone runs Lucky Star while you have that perk, then you basically leave no scratch marks, no pools of blood, and you don't grunt of pain for 30 seconds. Lucky Break, exactly, Moon. Thank you. Yeah, this with Lucky Break would be very strong, because it says all survivors, and I don't understand if I thought it was just for the one survivor, not for everyone else. Yeah, you got Deception head on, and then Quick and Quiet. Yes, obviously. It's a weird looking perk, yeah. A weird looking perk. I wasn't expecting it to be every single survivor. Okay, you guys can keep playing, right? You guys can keep playing. Have fun. I am going to hopefully find someone to raid out. We can still chat, obviously. We can still chat, obviously. Who do we have here today? Oh, Annabelle is playing DBD. Thank God. Nice. Annabelle is playing DBD. I don't know if I don't know. She's probably not doing open lobbies. She rarely does open lobbies, but yeah. So you stop? Yes, it's almost 6 o'clock. 7 minutes till 6 o'clock. Yes, that will be when we stop. You know the deal. It's always around 6. It's always around 6 that I stop. I'm sorry you can't get your drops. I don't even know if I have drops enabled. Do I have drops enabled? Does it say that I have drops enabled? I have no clue if I have drops enabled. But yes. We are going to raid Annabelle. She is playing DBDs. Obviously, right? I need to do things anyways. Okay. Fair enough. Sheesh. Sheesh. I need to put a shirt on. I'm currently topless. That's the main reason I'm not... I stopped camming. That sounds bad. That sounds like I was into other type of camming. The main reason I stopped using I used the VTuber thing and not actual cameras because I can just be shirtless or pantsless or something and nobody knows. Nobody knows. But yes. Love you all, and I'll see you all for tomorrow. Bye.